So now let us learn about machine learning. What do you mean by machine learning? Machine learning refers to an AI which focuses on building system that learns from data. For example, if we consider the programming languages, we actually build the rules, right? For example, we will write the algorithms and everything. But when it comes to machine learning, it learns from the data wherein which it improves via experience. So, what are the types of machine learning? There are three types of machine learning. One is supervised learning, and the second one is unsupervised and reinforcement learning. Now, let's learn more about these things in next video. Thank you. Okay, now let's learn the types of machine learning. It includes three types. One is supervised learning and the another one is unsupervised, followed by reinforcement learning. What do we mean by supervised learning? Supervised learning refers to the data along with the labels. Its goal is to predict the outcomes. For example, when we consider the email prediction or emails, we find it whether it is the spam or not spam, right? So like that. Next, it comes to unsupervised learning. When it comes to unsupervised learning, it have data without the labels, like the output aren't labeled here. Its goal is to pattern discovery. What is the example for this? Customer grouping. Next, let's learn about reinforcement learning. What do we mean by reinforcement learning? For example, if we consider any self-driving car, it will reward itself whenever the outcome is true, right? Like that. So what is its goal? Its goal is to maximize total rewards. So now let's learn more about supervised learning. What do we mean by supervised learning? Supervised learning refers to the learning from data with the labels. That is, for every input we have the labeled output, and here we just need to match the input with the labeled output. So what is our goal in this? Our goal is to predict the output for the new data. For example, when we consider the email spam detection, the input which we usually take can be the email text. For example, it will have the patterns like unsuspicious methods, urgent messages, or it can be action needed messages that we find in emails. We can actually predict whether it is a spam or not spam. This is an beautiful example for supervised learning. Features versus labels. This is the most important topic in supervised learning. So what do we mean by features? Features has nothing but input variables which is used to make the predictions, right? For example, email spam detection, there the input features can be the email text that it is given, right? So what do you mean by labels? Labels refers to the output variable or the correct answers to be predicted. For example, if we have numerous number of features, we need to make sure that our features match the exact label, that is the exact output that we are getting. So for example, if we consider here, there is a house price distributions where features can be size, location, rooms, etc. and labels is price. So this is one of the most important thing when we comes to the supervised learning. So let's learn more about this thing. We have two types of supervised learning. One is classification and the another one is regression. What do we mean by classification? In classification, we predict the categories or the classes. For example, whether the mail is spam or not spam. Here we only have two classes, right? So it comes under binary class. That is, the mail can be even spam or not spam. So that is the binary class. Even we can consider the multi-class where the classes are more than two. If we consider the disease and not disease example, here the disease and not disease comes under the binary classes, right? So now let's learn about the regression. What do we mean by regression? Regression is the predicting of the continuous numerical values. So for example, predicting the price of the house. What are the types of regression? We have three types of regression: linear regression, or even we can call that as simple linear regression, and the second one is multiple linear regression, and the third one is polynomial regression.